Tell me, which one would you choose?
The incremental DOM, because it's the strategy that Angular used to build the components. To basically Angular generate some functions that will change the function, the components in our DOM. So then the virtual DOM is the technology of React, so better the incremental DOM.
Okay.
Yeah, the component level change detection or versus view level of change detection. Well, I think it's better the. I'm not sure. For view, we meant the whole page. So no, the component level, of course. This is something that is going to be integrated with signals. So it's something really new and will improve a lot our application. So that's one for sure. Reactive form versus template forms. I will have a speech about this and I will choose reactive forms for sure, because the templates are too much articulate to build. With reactive form you will do a lot of stuff and I will try to explain it. So, signal versus observables, it depends on what you need to do, because if you need to show some data in your template, signals are the best choice because they are trustful for the template. And the observables are really great to handle something like the API, so if you need to interact with something external. So right now I will choose the signals because they are new, but they will be both needed in the next future. Analog versus NextJs, of course analog, of course. I don't need to explain, I guess.
Okay.
SSR apps versus client-side apps, depends on what you need to do. Right now I always develop the client-side application, so I may choose this, but there is a great talk today about SSR, so I invite you to watch it. It's after mine. In Somalia, the speaker, it's really great, so I suggest you. macOS versus Windows, macOS. It's a really better experience to work with macOS instead of a Windows. Visual Studio Code versus WebStorm. I kind of like to use Visual Studio Code because it's simpler, but WebStorm is really great. It's really great. It has a lot of functionalities, but I prefer still VS Code. NX versus Bazel, and I use NX, so I prefer that. Tabs versus Spaces, tabs, of course. Angular Universal versus Next. I might say that Angular Universal, everyone complained about it, and maybe we need to choose that because it's something related to Angular. But we need also to see something new like the SSR library that Angular team introduced. So that's it. Angular template syntax versus JSX. Angular template syntax. I love JSX. It's really fun, but you are mixing template and JavaScript essentially. So sometimes it's weird to read. Angular CLI versus Create React App. I prefer Angular CLI, also because Create React App was deprecated. So they created it, they dropped it. So Angular CLI is better. NgRx versus NGXS. I worked with both, and NgRx is able to grow really better than NGXS, but NGXS is it's a little bit more simple. So it depends on the project, but probably generally speaking, NgRx. Class-based component versus functional component. I think this maybe is more related to React because on Angular we don't have functional components, so I will choose the class-based component right now. Coffee versus tea. It depends also on this, but I prefer tea. Sorry, I prefer tea. Yeah, I don't drink too much coffee because I want to not be used to it. So when I need a coffee to be awake, I took it and I don't sleep for 3 days usually.
Okay,
That's it. Thank you so much.